Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Couple minutes late getting on here. My internet was giving me a fun little play with me, so I had to. Here I am. I'm Kelvin Hagan. I'm here for Reverend Cindy this morning for the Agape prayer, and I want to make sure everybody's on and everything's working. So I'm watching for a few comments. Got a couple of people on, so it looks like we're connected. And I'm going to do something here that I like to do before every one of them, every prayer I do here. Hello, Wayne. I am going to, and I invite everybody who's here now or here later to please reshare this video onto your wall. You never know. I met somebody the other day that found Agape from my Facebook page, ended up going to the Agape page, ended up being part of Agape and doing things online, and then ended up in the Agape service where I got to meet them in person. And I thought that was just so cool. And if I had not popped it on my page, the algorithm for Agape would have never brought Agape to their attention. That's pretty cool. So, I invite you to do the same. Pick up your phone. If you're on your computer, share it. Pick it up your phone. Whatever you're watching this on, share it onto your page too. Okay, now my topic today, my title was Do Unto Us. It is done unto us. So I'm going to get into that in just a moment. Good now, Kay. Yes. I love that. Good morning, Nicole. You're from Vegas. You can put any of your prayer affirmations in the comments along with where you're at or anything else you want to put a quick comment on. I will be looking at all those comments, and I'm holding all of y'all in this wonderful light of affirmation, affirmative prayer, affirming who and whose we are, where and where we are. Good morning, Portia. It's so nice to see people tuning in from all over the world. Hi, Alita. Good morning. Henry. Keisha. Shared it. Thank you, Portia. I love that. I absolutely love that. Good now. Sometimes somebody might be feeling something they really need it. They might hear something in one of these prayers. They might read something in one of the comments that affirms something to them, and it can change their life. Just reposting this on your page could actually save somebody's life. Just that one little spark. Sometimes people are looking and searching for the truth, and they think they found it in so many places, and they end up being judged and bullied and different stuff, instead of understanding the true love that what God is, right? So, there we go. Hi, Kay. L.A., Deborah, San Francisco, Dorothy from Michigan, Roslyn, San Diego. Share the prayer. That's right, Wayne, you got it. Grand Rising. Hi, Narissa, good to have you here with us. Good morning, Jennifer. Jennifer is praying, affirming, perfect place to live. Good morning from Atlanta, Shario, Alice, hello. Barbara, Lenoris, John, hello. In Calistoga, I drink your water now and then. Harmonious relationships now. Narissa, it is done. there's this thing I do called spiritual mind treatment. That's what affirmative prayer is. Yes, sir. This thing called life. Absolutely. Jennifer, La La Land. Curtis, good morning. Continue prayer for healing and wholeness in my mother's body, temple, especially her heart. Yes, Lenore, knowing the perfection of God is where your mother is. Visit LA for agape. Yeah, Wayne. Visit LA for agape. I love it. Wholeness and divine guidance for Karen and Kim and all the grands and grandkids. Yes, Alice. Haha, glad you found us too, Patri. Yeah, sometimes the internet likes to play tricks with us and makes us look for stuff, right? It's right there. We just aren't, right? Okay. Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. All right. I started a couple minutes late because of a little glitchiness, so I'm going to get into the reading. I'm reading from this little book called Prayer. How to Pray Effectively from the Science of Mind. Ernest Holmes, the author of Science of Mind. It's a great little book, and I just opened it up. It was on top of my pile that I was picking a book from. I was actually going for the book I'm doing in my book club, Living Without Fear. And any of you know me, I'm Kelwin Hagen. I do a regular weekly book club on Thursday nights. You can find it pinned to the top of my Facebook page. And then when I picked up this book to get to that one, this page fell open. And I'm like, okay, I got you. I hear that. I'll read that. So, it is done unto us. Page 5, towards the beginning of the book. Y'all ready? What a marvelous thought to bear in mind that it is done unto us. We need not coerce. We do not create the power, but we must let this great power operate through us. In the infinity of mind, there is nothing but mind and what mind does, its operations. This mind is acted upon by our thought, and in this way, thought becomes the law of our lives. It is just as much a law in our individual lives as God's thought is in the larger life of the universe. We do not create. We use the power of the one mind which creates for us. Our beliefs, our deep-seated convictions inevitably outpicture and reflect themselves in our experience and environment, both in the physical condition of the body and in the larger world of our affairs. What we outwardly are and what we are to become depends upon what we are thinking, for this is the way we are using creative power. The sooner we release our minds from the thought that we have to create, the sooner we shall be able to work in line with spirit. Always man uses, never creates anything. The united intelligence of the human race could not make a single rosebud, but our thought, centered in mind, is using the creative power of the universe. Law of life is a law of thought, an activity of consciousness. The power flows through us. The Spirit can do for us what it can through us. The Spirit can do for us only what it can do through us. Unless we are able to provide the consciousness, it cannot make the gift. The power behind all things is without limit, but in working for us, it must work through us. Realizing then that while the power is limitless, it must become operative through our own thought. We shall see that what we need is not some greater power, but a greater consciousness, a deeper realization of life, a more sublime concept of being, a more intimate concept of an already indwelling God who is personal to us by virtue of us being personalized, by virtue of being personalized through us. God is personal to us by virtue of being personified through us. Wow. Mouthful there. Great book. Wonderful. This is getting into what affirmative prayer is, or what they call in science of mind, spiritual mind treatment. It is done unto us. It is done unto us as we believe. Our thoughts are things. What we think, say, and do is what we have, what we are, what we become, and what we have been. That feels good. So let's take a moment. Let's take a moment for an easy peasy threesy right here, right now, before I go into prayer. And for those of you all that don't know me, I'm Kelwin Hagen, and easy peasy threesy is my way of just coming back to this moment right here, right now. When I chime on this bowl, we're going to go into taking 3 full deep breaths, holding them for a couple of seconds after we take them in, releasing them, and holding it for a couple of seconds before we take another one in. And I want you to feel and experience what rises up from within when you just take these 3 breaths and come on back to your body that is here right now. Okay? All set? Right here, right now, I am filled with gratitude. I'm filled with gratitude for each and everything taking place in my life. This morning I woke up, and I was lying there in bed feeling the gratitude for each breath that I was taking right then. I'm grateful for the things that are taking place in my life, particularly some of the challenging things that are teaching me to pay attention to the details, to be present here in the now. I am so grateful for these little lessons that come to me in every little part of my life. I am grateful for my ability to think and have thoughts. And I am grateful that these thoughts are acted on by the one mind. I am grateful that the one mind always knows what I need. Grateful for all of this and more, knowing that all of this is just one thing, because people, there is only one thing. There is life, lifing, nature, God, it. The it of all things is everywhere. It is everything. There is no source that is not this it. There is no destination that is not in this it. The it is the coming together of all things, from the smallest microscopic particle to the largest galaxy in the universe and beyond. There is no thing outside this one thing, and it is what people call God. One life. It is what I am. I am what this one life is. Listen to that. Say it to yourself. Say, I am what God is. Because I am this. You are this. We are this one life that is the life of God. There is no beginning or end to me. There is no beginning or end to you. There is only the expansion, everything that is God. And as we look at this God that is everywhere as everything, and as our thoughts are things. Our thoughts are doing unto us what we think. As we move forward through this day, being servants to the one, by knowing that our thoughts bring forward the creative power of the all-loving, all omnipresent, all abundant perfection that is God. And as I look around this world and I watch and I see as people are growing and expanding and becoming more and more awake and aware, and this world is blossoming in ways that will never show on the news. They just don't. I know that the world is expanding into a more perfect place for love to thrive as it thrives everywhere as everything. And as I take each and every prayer in here, each and every person praying for personal health, I declare and decree that right there where you are, right there, right now, right here, right now, the perfect love of God is there in you as you. And the perfect healing of God is taking place right there, right now, regardless of what may be outpicturing in the body. The perfect love of God is taking place, and it is always working for the greater good. I know this to be true on a personal level of my own. I know that each and everything that takes place in my life that seems to be a little bit annoying is happening for me. Some things are downright more than annoying. And I still know it's happening for me. That everything is God or nothing is God. There is no middle ground on this. So I know as I look around the world and I see the trials and tribulations, the violence perpetrated by individuals and nations, I know that even there, the love of God is. And each time the world goes through the most tumultuous experiences, the world, the people, everything comes out on the other side of it at a higher level, a higher concentration of love and compassion than it had ever experienced before, and it continues to rise. And I know that the world is rising right now, right here, right now, right here, right now, right here. The world is riding, and with it, it's carrying us to a higher peak. It is part of the evolution of society, the evolution of individual people, the evolution of our species is always moving upward into a more awake and expanded version of itself. And as I allow my thoughts to create, as I allow my thoughts to work with the universal mind to create a more loving, more compassionate world, I get to be filled with the love that is the love of God. So right now, I declare, I decree a perfect knowing that everything working right now is working for our greatest good. That there is no thing working against me, and that no thing can harm the true inner being of who and whose I am. For if everything is God and everything is God, then I know that God never works against itself and is always working for it, for us, for we, for me. This is the truth of what and who God is. So as I move forward through this day, I will look at each thing taking place in my life and see the love of God expressing back to me through each of these gifts. And as I move forward in this, knowing that the love of God is with me, with us, with you, knowing that each of our journeys are perfect inside the one life of God. I give thanks for this. I give thanks for the simplicity of this. I give thanks for knowing there is no beginning and no end. I give thanks. I give thanks for the thought. And then I let it go. I let go of the thought. I let go of the thing. I let go of the fear. I let go of the anxious anticipation. I let go of everything. And I allow my thought to thrive and grow in the fertile medium of the one mind that creates all that is. I let it go. And I say, and so it is. Amen. Feels good. It is my joy to be here today for Reverend Cindy, who was unable to be here due to other obligations today. She will be here for the noon meditation. They'll be sure to tune in at noon for that. I am so blessed to have been able to be here with you all, folks. I'm going to go through all of these comments over here. Hi, Marcella. Hello. And so it is, Lenore, yes. Knowing that everything is. And so today, while I hold the entire world in prayer, I am lifted in gratitude, knowing that every minute of every day the world rises higher. I am lifted in gratitude in knowing that the most peaceful 100 years in history is always and every day from this moment back 100 years. And tomorrow I can say the same. Prayers received. Hallelujah. Thank you. Yes, Marilyn. And so it is done, Alice. Yes. I'm going to go through all these comments. I love them. I love all the comments and the insights that come to it. Prayers for alignment with God. Yes, Kimberly. To raise consciousness and vibration in all aspects of life. Enoch. Hello, my brother. It's been a while. How are you doing, sir? Nice to see you here. Yolanda, amen. Everything working for us. Life in ahead of me, providing me all I need before I even know I need it. People, please, tune into agapelive.com. Look at all the classes going on, all the different functions and things that Agape's doing. There are classes, workshops, and just seminars that are amazing. There's also many ways for you to serve. If you'd like to serve with Agape, please go through all the ministries. Find where you can come in and be of service for others, and you're going to find that that is one of the greatest services you can do for yourself. And I'm Kelwin Hagan, and I've also got some things going on. I still got my book club. We're reading this wonderful book by Ernest Holmes called Living Without Fear. Good topic for today's world, right? And we do that. We meet every Thursday. We'll be meeting tonight at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. And on my Facebook page, is the top post is pinned with the link. You don't need an invite. Just show up. 6:30 Pacific time. I'm doing a class right now on this thing called Life, which is a wonderful book by Ernest Holmes, and I'm loving that. Such a great little group that we just really opening up what that book means and what it does. And just remember that your thoughts are things. So as you move forward, know that it is not you creating, it is your thought using universal mind, the oneness of God, to create, which means anything that God can create, you can create with your thoughts. So, oof. I love you. I love you. I love you. And life is good. If you don't know, believe me, inquire within. It's all right there. Peace.